Okay, The Big Short has a phenomenal ensemble cast. You've got you've got Brad Pitt, Stephen Carell, Christian Bale, and those three characters don't actually interact. They're all three different parts of the same story. So Christian Bale's character finds out, he's like, huh, yeah, this is all about, well, the financial wizardry that was done that created a tremendous amount of money in the world of finance. A lot of it back on really poor quality mortgage rates, really especially large groups of, when you buy a mortgage, the bank has access to it, and having so that is they actually sell your mortgage to another bank, and what is happening is they group a bunch of those together. So even though the amount of money you pay in interest is kind of low, so the amount of profit made on it is on the low side. Throw enough of them together, profit looks pretty good. With the idea being, you take the really high quality ones and you put a couple low quality ones underneath it. Just kind of buff it out. Well, what kind of happened towards that collapse is, instead of being, there's a lot of really good stuff with some little, like, not great stuff underneath it. That got inverted. So you had a really small amount of really good, high quality, these people are going to pay off their homes. And a large chunk of, you know what, these people might not even have jobs, but we gave them home loans to buy a mortgage, which, the American dream. So Christian Bale's character goes, I think the housing bubble is going to burst. So he goes out and starts essentially shorting the housing market, shorting all the mortgage bonds. Now, I'm probably getting some of the terminology messed up, so I'm a biologist, not a financial guy. They cover a lot of the financial terms in this film. I almost think if you tweak the film a little bit and remove a couple of scenes here and there, this could be a great film to show people in high school. Like, this is here's a relatively true interpretation of how things are in the world of finance. So he starts betting against the housing market, essentially, mortgage-backed securities. Okay, people are like, what? No, money is just pouring in off those, which is why home prices just shot up. And I was like, oh well, yeah. It doesn't matter if you don't have a job, if you can't pay this off in a couple of years. Homes were so much more money. Then you just do the refi. Once you do the refi from that, everyone getting the massive amount of fees from it. And I was like, well, you had a bunch of people who were making a tremendous amount of money hand over fist. And sooner or later, it's like, oh, what you're doing is illegal and unethical? Yeah. Oh, okay. And then people found ways to make money off of the people who were doing things that are like, when things go south, they're going to go south, and you're going to destroy the lives of millions of people. And of course, when they end this whole sequence off, they throw out the amount of money that was lost during this process. And I show you the one guy who went to prison. The one guy. Just one guy. And how the government bailed out the banks. So the people who paid fast and loose with the money of regular everyday people then got bailed out by the government using tax money from regular everyday people. Woo! System is rigged. Yes. But if you want to retire, that's pretty much your only option. Is to be the small fish in the big pond, knowing that you're going to get eaten sooner or later. So you've got Christian Bale's character discovers this, starts betting against it, and then people start looking, going, wait a minute, these numbers make sense. And at certain points really driven home, they actually stop the film, break the fourth wall, and they're like, to explain this, synthetic credit default swaps, here's Selena Gomez and somebody else, and they'll actually talk you through what all this stuff is. Or to help you explain this, here's Margot Robbie in a bubble bath to explain it. So they actually stopped the film. They're like, that's not actually what happened. What happened, of course, was this. We found out this, that, and the other thing. But here's someone supposed to explain it to you. So the film is really smart when it comes to doing that. Two other guys who've made a lot of money, who are trying to get a seat at the big kids table, are like, no, you've got money. You ain't got enough money to sit at this table. Well, they remember Brad Pitt, his character. Again, super genius, high amount of backing. So they want to use him to try to get a seat at the big table, as well as make money. So again, really done well. But this film entirely is cradled 100% on the acting of Steve Carell, who, as a straight drama actor, so good. You know, dry, dark comedy is one thing, but straight drama on this one, wow. He plays a guy who is trying to right the wrongs of the financial industry. And everyone who's supposed to be there, like all the regulatory, like, you know, you're regulatory industry, you should be listening to me and trying to fix this stuff. And it's like, no, it's not going to happen. It's like, so the people who should be fixing the problems that they're causing are making money off the problems that are being caused, and they can't be held accountable for it. So, as someone who lost money, and as someone who bought a home and then sold a home in a down market, you kind of go, hey, you know what? I did things the best and most honorable way that I could. I got hit. A guy who's got billions and billions of dollars, a guy who probably milked millions of people, destroyed hundreds if not thousands of lives, meh, it's fine. So I almost think what they should do is, well, this being an election year, that this should become almost like a required movie to watch, and then have someone go, okay, 2 primary candidates, okay? How would you fix this? Have them sit in a room together, or in 2 different rooms, in case they can't stand in the same room together. Videotape them watching this film. And then it's like, this is based off what actually happened. How do you protect... Now, first off, whose fault is it? How do you stop it from happening again? And then, based off their reactions, maybe hold another primary and be like, you know what? Neither of these 2 people could think of anything that could be done that would fix this problem. That's going to happen again because they just changed the name of things. So, really, really fascinating film. Definitely something to watch.